Video on MAD and MSE in statistics. Now, MAD is the mean absolute deviation, whereas MSE is the mean squared error. And what these two tests are going to tell you is basically if you have a table that looks like this, but with more points, it's separated into these two columns, method 1 and method 2. It's going to help you figure out which method has the least amount of error and therefore is the best test to use. So let's go on and get in with it. The first thing you want to do is you want to find the MAD and the MSE for each method. And so for method 1, which is what we're going to do first, you find the MAD and the MSE, and MAD is going to be the actual, which is this first column, minus, and then its paired value. So then you just go down the row doing that. So it would be 10 minus 4 plus 10 minus 2 plus, and then if you had more, it'd continue on like that. Now these values are in absolute terms bars, which means, like, let's say it was 10 minus 25, so it would be like negative 15. You would just count that as a 15. There would be no negatives in the numerator. So you sum those up, and then in the denominator it's going to be a 2, which comes from the number of categories. That's what this is for. So you can see there is 2 rows, so therefore, well, I guess categories isn't the best word, but 2 rows of data. Anyway, you do all that, and then you get 14 over 2 basically, which gives you 7. So the MAD score for method 1 is 7. And then to find MSE, you take those same values and then you square them and then divide by 2. So 6 plus 8 was what we got on the original one. So for MSE, we just square those and get 36 plus 64 over 2. That gives us an MSE of 60. So now we want to compare that to method 2, because all that was method 1. So we go and do the same thing for using the data that was from method 2. So we use the 2 and the 1 now, not the 4 and the 2. So you can go ahead and just to give you a visual representation, these are the ones that we're using. Alright, so now we go down to method 2. Let me zoom back out. And it's going to be the first 10 minus 2 plus 10 minus 1. Same principles as before. You do the exact same thing I just said for method 1, and they give you the values of 8.5 and then 72.5. So now we want to compare them to method 1. So let's look at 8.5 in comparison to the 7 as an MAD score. And obviously 7 is a lower value, as well as 60 is when we compare it to the 72. So what this tells us is that method 1 is the one that we want to use because it has the smallest amount of error. The smaller the number, the smaller the error, and that's the one how you choose what you want to use. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you've learned something, and that's it for now.